Alright, good morning Nigeria and welcome to your favorite program every morning like this on Osbc TV. Yes, it's time for you to enjoy AM Cafe and my name is David Ojo. Yes, this program you can always watch it on Star Times on 113 and also on channel 502 on free channel, and also you can always go through our social media, the YouTube, the Facebook, and watch us on those platforms as well. Today, it's a wonderful day, which we'll be talking about something that really concerns people in Osun State. Well, let me just streamline it to Osogbo, because this is what is happening in Osogbo at the moment. A lot of things are happening, but this one is about the road closure and diversion of motorists, especially in Osogbo town. And we have a guest today that will be enlightening us on the reason behind the closure and the diversion of some motorists, especially in Osogbo. Will be telling us why this is happening and what the reason why this is happening and the steps to take to make sure that we won't have Greek love, especially on her road. Yes, like I said, I have a guest in the studio this morning that will be having conversation concerning the road closure, the recent road closure, let me put it that way, and the diversion of motorists in Osogbo, Osun State. Yes, I have a director on the Ministry of Works in Osun State here, Engineer Maruf Ojebode. You're welcome to AM Cafe this morning.
Thank you very much.
That is good to have you. It's always a lot of people been wanting to talk to you, especially wanted to bring you down to AM Cafe, but thank God you are here this morning. All right, let's start our conversation and let's look at this road closure. Why roads in Osun being closed at this time of the season?
Well, thank you very much. First of all, to all our viewers in Osun and beyond, I say pleasant morning to you all. Well, the reason behind it is not far-fetched. We have a governor that is infrastructure driven. We have a governor that wants every nook and cranny of the state to benefit from the infrastructure development, which has formed the cardinal point of his program. Let me narrow it down to Osogbo. When Mr. Governor came on board, one of his first projects was Osogbo to Ikirun-Dua carriageway, which is about more than 10 kilometers. And that was completed within 100 days. Within the 100 days of assuming office. Further to that, we've had a lot of roads which has been completed across the state. Now, those that are ongoing, maybe I should highlight it one by one. We have a flyover that will run through Alekuodo to Okefia, then to land at close to library area at GRA. Okay. That was that was the first reason for our closure of that major road.
The Okefia,
Alekuodo, Okefia, GRA axis. Okay. So we first of all had our first closure for motorists coming from Olaya to Okefia bound. You understand? There is no access, there is no thoroughfare there. So what we did was to divert towards a newly constructed road, that is Peter Ajibola, Alekuodo, Peter Ajibola, then Riverside side area. You understand? So we diverted traffic to that area. Additionally, we are going to have another flyover that will run through Lameko area. It's going to run from the West Bypass through Lameko roundabout, and it will bus out at NNPC. Okay. You know, and based on that, you know, we have a 4-leg at that junction. We have traffic inbound from Okefia, we have traffic from West Bypass, then we have another one from Ilobu side. So there is nothing we can do. We have to divert traffic. So in doing so, now traffic bound from Ilobu side coming towards Lameko, or if let's assume their route is towards Deleyesa or Abere, they have to take there is a route that commences from what do we call it? This Lime Hotel Road.
Oh yeah.
They have to take that route and bust out at Jerry Paul, then find their way out. While traffic that is stadium bound, there is another newly constructed diversion beside this Abegiano.
Right.
They have to take that route and bust out an NNPC. So in all, we have provided enough diversion route for motorists and road users in view of our infrastructure development project.
All right, looking at the season that we have, which is the raining season, a lot of people will be looking at it from that angle that in rainy season, roads cannot be constructed. Why the closure of some of these major roads, especially the Okefia axis that you talk about? I was moving around that area yesterday, and the traffic was massive.
Thank you very much. You see, the idea that road construction cannot be done during rainy season is still not true in its entirety. The fact remains that road construction works will still continue, whether there is rain or not. But we usually have a lot of activities during the dry spell, you understand. But notwithstanding, like a major part of our work on the flyover is what is called piling. That is drilling down below the surface of the road, so that once we get a very firm strata, then we can pour our concrete. I hope you understand. So it doesn't stop activities on road. You understand? What matters most is that those activities that are very sensitive to rain, we have to suspend it. But we have a lot of other activities on road that doesn't depend on whether there is a rain or not. You understand? So the work must continue. That's the spirit.
And that's the spirit the Oshu people want as well. Now let's look at the road that you've expanded, especially coming from Old Garage to Okefia. It's now like a dual carriage the way you are planning it. But let's look at the coverts that what's the meaning of those two coverts? Because I realize that there's a culvert not too big, and there's another one that links the normal that small, will I call it river now, that was there before.
Thank you very much. Actually, we carried out what is called a meteorological survey. We collected data and discovered that the existing culvert, the one that has been there already, during peak rainfall, you understand, we discovered that the volume of flow, you understand, the size of that culvert may not be able to accommodate the total volume. That is the reason why we have decided to have another small one, you understand, beside it. If you look at the distance, it may not be more than, say, 100 meters. So that once we have a spill, you understand, from the main culvert, the spill will find its way to the new cover that has been constructed. We call that new cover a relief. So it's going to relieve the activities of the bigger one. And if you look at the road construction ongoing there, we call it expansion. We are going to have a minimum width of a 9.3 for each carriageway. You understand? And it's going to be supported with a 1.5 width size of a walkway. We are going to provide a walkway all through from Ogarai to Okefia to Lameko roundabout. You understand? Similarly, we are going to lighten the whole length of the road, so that before you know it, Osogbo will wear a new face already.
All right, looking at those roads, very big roads anyway, it's gonna it's like moving towards Lagos. Where you look at Lagos Road, is that what probably is going to be obtainable in your construction. But looking at all the buildings that the Ministry of Works have destroyed, have demolished, don't let me use the word destroyed, demolished, what are you going to do to people that, well, maybe that's their only property they have, but, well, the road just have to move. What is the ministry doing to make sure that at least they put smile into the faces of those that their houses were affected?
Yeah, thank you very much. We have taken good care of those people that are affected by separation of their structures. We call it separation of structures, and that has been absolutely taken care of by, there's a department in the Ministry of Lands, you understand, who normally handles that. And those who have been affected, you understand, we have already taken care of them, except if we have those that are still outstanding for now, you understand, they can approach us at the Ministry of Works if they have a very genuine, the new case that, okay, they have not been settled for a particular building that was separated on our roads. But to the best of my knowledge, the Ministry of Lands and the Physical Planning has actually taken care of that for all separated structure along the route of our roads. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, let's look at this this one too. I said I will ask you if you come to the studio.
Yes,
the fence of the High Court.
Yeah.
Up till this present time, nothing has been done to it, and I know that the road will pass through that fence.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, you see,
I thought I will ask you.
Well, you are looking at it from layman angle. You understand?
Okay.
As a professional civil engineer, yeah, with the experience we've gotten in the
over the years,
there's what is called road alignment.
All right.
Yeah, in road alignment, we have vertical alignment and horizontal alignment. Horizontal alignment describe the movement, the course of the road as you move. You see, one of the best road that we have is a road that once you are driving, you can have a very clear sight distance. You'll be able to view objects, you understand, from far, as long as 500 meters. If you look at the road from Okefia, while coming towards GRA, we have a very straight line alignment. It later forms a bend at the junction towards High Court.
Oh yes.
And we have to avoid that. One of the things we usually avoid in road construction is bend. We want to minimize our bend as much as possible. So the best we can do is to avoid that bend at High Court junction. If you look at the road alignment, we have shifted to the right hand side.
Yes.
So that we have a very straight line alignment, you understand, for the road, which everybody, even motorists, will appreciate. So that is why we are avoiding that bend. So we have shifted to the right hand side so that we have a very straight horizontal alignment.
So okay, go on please.
It's not as if we cannot touch the fence. We have to. If you look at those before it, the fence at library, we have to separate it. The one for the United, we separated it. Even the one for the GRA annex, we separated it. Well, if you look at the alignment at those lines, they are straight lines. It later turned to a bend when we got to what do you call it, the High Court, and we have to avoid bend.
Or you want to avoid
we have to avoid that bend.
Or you want to avoid litigation.
No. No. The fact remains that we have even written to the High Court already before the commencement of that project that it's most likely that the fence will be affected. You understand? We wrote to the chief registrar. You can confirm this from the chief registrar. He has a copy of our letter.
Okay.
We wrote to him that it is possible that the fence of the High Court be affected during the construction. But after we carried out our survey, you understand, we pick our point and make a drawing of the horizontal alignment. We discover that there is no reason because that place is a bend, and we have to avoid bend as much as possible during road construction. And we have enough space by the right hand side. That was the reason why we shifted. So by the time you look at the alignment of the road from Okefia, you are going to have a very straight line all through until you get to the former Tescom section, where we have another bend again, and we are trying as much as possible to correct that bend. So that's
that's good. I said I'm good. I'm going to ask you that question. Why you have not touched that?
It's not a matter of litigation. The fact remains that state roads. There's what is called right of way.
All right.
Our right of way is 30 meters from the center line of the road. We have unlimited rights on that right of way. You understand? And that fence is the fence of the High Court is even on the right of way of the road. So if you want to separate it, there is nothing that like litigation. You understand? It is our right. It's just that after 30 meters we cannot go beyond that 30 meters. So we have only avoided it because of the road alignment. You understand? Because of the correction we did there.
All right, that's fair enough. Fair enough, because I said I'm going to ask you when you get to the studio about that. Maybe you are giving them preferential treatment or not. But now that you've explained, I think Ocean State and those that are not too comfortable with that will understand the reason why that place has not been touched and probably will not be touched. All right, let's look at looking at the road construction. You know, there are so many people that will be affected, especially when you are doing such an humongous, you know, road construction. Looking at some of these local businesses that do their trades on the road and, you know, blah, 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 like that. What steps is the government, let me put it that way now, not your own ministry, but your ministry too could be part of it. The government is doing to make sure that at least they settle them in one place, because right now, maybe that is where all their livelihoods are, and because of the road construction now, they'll have to shift whether they like it or not. What are you doing to make sure that they still smile and say, oh, the government is doing well?
Well, thank you very much. Actually, all activities relating to that has been taken care of during the conception period of the project. Though there are some ministries who are also stakeholders in this infrastructure development. A good example is the Ministry of Land and Physical Planning, who are in charge of land across the state. Like, you know, we have a motor park at Okefia, you understand? Before we commence the road construction in that area, we have involved the Ministry of Land, and the Ministry of Land has had a thorough discussion and meeting with the park managers, you understand? And they have already been relocated, understand? Same applies with those who have a kiosk along the line of the road, those who have kiosk shops along the right of way of the road. We involved the Ministry of Commerce and cooperatives, and they've had a lot of talk with them, and I believe that's their area. And since we commenced our construction work, we have not received any complaints from those, especially those who are involved in commercial activities along the route of the road. They have been properly taken care of.
And probably they don't know the channel to go to, because you know those petty traders, who they go to, they believe that nobody will help them unless
if at least they know that Ministry of Works and Transport is involved. We have had a lot of people who have came to us to understand, to launch their complaints, and we have directed them to the Ministry of Commerce and Cooperative, you understand, that they should go and have talk with them. And since then, I believe they have been settled in the appropriate ways.
And now looking at, still talking about the local business, I know it's not your purview, but at least you're part of the construction, and you should, just like you have said, okay, the motor parks, go to this place because very soon we are going to do a road construction on this particular road. What steps? Because I've realized that it is always good to plan very well. And one of the planning is that, especially all those local businesses, what market area is the government planning to probably put them to, so that the GRA that we call Okefia will be the GRA that is actually meant to be, not a place that people will want come to Oshogbo and say, are you sure this is your GRA in Oshogbo?
Well, actually, I'm aware, but I don't have full information about that. I'm aware that there is a resettlement plan and location along Obadesoji Aderemi is bypass. Okay. You understand? There are government land along that route which the Ministry of Lands, in collaboration with that of Commerce and Industry, are planning. You understand, to relocate all the market owners. You understand, within that area. But I don't have a deep insight into how far they have gone about that. You know, that's not our own area. We have handed everything over to the two ministries to take care of. And I'm very sure, because we had a lot of meeting prior to the commencement of construction activities, and they've given us their own word that they are going to take care of whoever is being affected in terms of commercial activities, and all these park managers, that they are going to take care of them. You understand? So I believe they are working, because since construction work started, we have a minimal complaint from those end.
All right.
So I believe they have been taken care of and resettled.
Yeah. All right. When we look at road closure and diversion, it's always important that we have some security personnel around to make sure that there are diversion and the release from the Ministry of Works and other ministries talking about the closure. How far, how well with security agencies, especially road safety and the police?
Yeah, thank you very much. If you look at our release, at the last paragraph of it, we made mention that the road transport officers, you understand, they will be at various junctions. As a matter of fact, we are supposed to have closed the road permanently yesterday, but due to the fact that the First Lady, the Nigerian First Lady, Dr. Mrs. Tinubu, was around yesterday, we have to honor her, and we have to honor our own government too. Understand? So we couldn't close the road permanently yesterday, but we are looking at closing it temporarily today and permanently tomorrow. So while doing so, we have road safety officers at various junctions that we diverting motorists and road users. Apart from that, we have our own officers too, the old tram, those in yellow vest. They are always at various strategic junctions. We also have collaboration with Nigerian police, the yellow fevers. They are also at different junctions. We are not going to have any issue as regard our diversion program.
The reason why I'm asking that is because you know, some motorists and road users coming from other parts of the states coming to Osogbo, you know, probably they are not aware of this closure. Maybe they are aware of the road construction, but they are not aware of this closure. So what are you doing to make sure that those coming from outside the state will not get to the center of the state and know where to go? Because I might be coming from, let's say, from Ibadan, and all I know is just that road, that straight road to Okefia. I don't know how to get to Okefia apart from that road.
Okay, thank you very much. Apart from the engagement of the road traffic professionals in that area at various junctions, we have also erected traffic road signs, you understand, at various junctions. If you take a look at motorists coming from Aleku, you understand, who want to access Okefia, there is a road sign. There is a road sign, informative road sign at the junction, at the Peter Ajibola junction, that highlights the area where motorists will be moving to, you understand, using Peter Ajibola Aleku diversion route. We have written all those areas, you understand, where motorists can access through that junction. So with the engagement of the road traffic professionals and the usage of informative road sign, we believe that whoever is new to Osun State will have his way towards his own destination.
Okay. All right. Before we go to Yoruba, and because we have some Yoruba audience that want to really understand all this grammar that we are saying on the set today. Looking at the road construction, you've opened a lot of roads especially in Osogbo and some other areas in Osun State. How long, especially, okay, let's just use the flyover, the road in probably from Old Garage to Lameko and the rest. How long is the government going to take to make sure that this road come to an end?
Thank you very much, sir. The contract period for those projects is 1 year, which is 12 months, and that has commenced as far as end of January. You understand? So it is, I believe, that by December latest, we should have the road construction completed.
December.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
Yes, we are working assiduously. The contractor we are on the neck of the contractor to ensure that the road is completed by December. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Jẹ́ ká wo gbogbo nǹkan tí ń wò ní èdè òyìnbó, jẹ́ ká wò ní èdè àbínibí wa. ẹ jẹ́ ká wo gbogbo àwọn ọ̀nà tí ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ń ṣe láti ọwọ́ ọ̀dọ̀ yín. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo gbogbo àwọn ọ̀nà tí wọ́n ti sọ pé wọ́n tì pa báyìí, ìyàwó lẹ́yìn kọ́ sí gan.
Ẹ ṣe gan atọ́kùn. Ṣe rí ẹ̀yin bàbá wa lè máa sọ pé títa ríro là ń kọlà, tó bá di kinní tán adoge. Ẹ ṣeun. Ṣe rí kò sí nǹkan dáadáa tí ń bọ̀ tó yẹ pé kò ní mú ìnira kéékèèké lọ́wọ́, torí àwọn afárá ńlá tá a fẹ́ ṣe sí Òkè Fíà àti tá a fẹ́ ṣe sí Làmẹ́kò, torí ẹ̀ la fi fẹ́ kí àwọn tó ń lo ọ̀nà kan máa gba ibòmíì kí iṣẹ́ yẹn kó lè rọrùn fún wa dáadáa láti ṣe. Torí ìdí èyí a ti ṣe àlàkalẹ̀ àwọn ọ̀nà táwọn èèyàn wọn ò mọ̀ gbà tí ò fi ní máa mú ìdààmú púpọ̀ lọ́wọ́. Fún àpẹẹrẹ àwọn tó bá ń bọ̀ láti Lógbò tí ń lọ sí Délé Yẹsà lọ sí Àbèrè, wọ́n máa gba ọ̀nà tó gba ẹbí hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì Lásùn, wọ́n máa gbà jáde lọ sí ọ̀nà Àbèrè. àwọn tó bá ń lọ sí eré àtàpè ní stadium nǹkan wọ́n máa gba ọ̀nà tá a ṣe lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ abẹ́gi àánú, wọ́n máa gbà jáde. Bákan náà àwọn tó bá ń bọ̀ láti ọ̀nà Ọláìyá tí wọ́n fẹ́ dé Òkè Fíà àti blọọkù bẹ̀rẹ̀ kò sáàyè tán lè gbà mọ́, wọ́n wà máa gba ọ̀nà Peter Ajibola Miracle Center jáde sí Riverside. So lédè kúkúrú a ti fi ààyè lẹ̀ fún gbogbo tá à ń pè ní alternative ọ̀nà míì táwọn èèyàn tó ń lo ojú pópó tí wọ́n lè mọ̀ gbà. So àwa ń fi àkókò ìbẹ àwọn èèyàn wa kan jọ kan bá fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀, torí gbogbo iṣẹ́ tá a ṣe yìí náà láàrin ọdún kan gbogbo ẹ̀ ó ti parí. Àwa náà láti máa lò ó, àwa náà láti jọjà àǹfààní rẹ̀. Ọjọ́ bó ṣe jẹ́ wa tọ́kùn.
Kẹ́ tó wá lọ lórí ètò lẹ́nìí, àwọn ọ̀nà tí ẹ ṣì kalẹ̀ yìí àti gbogbo àwọn ọ̀nà tí ẹ ní pé àwọn yóò máa gbà títí tí wọ́n fi ṣe ọ̀nà yìí tán, àwọn ẹ̀ṣọ́ ààbò àti àwọn tí ó máa darí wọn, ṣé ìjọba pèsè àbí káwọn èèyàn ṣáà máa wá ọ̀nà wọn fúnra wọn ni?
Rárá o, ìjọba tó wà lóde òní ìjọba tó káràmásìkì àwọn èèyàn ni. Nítorí ìdí èyí gbogbo àwọn ọ̀nà míì tá a pè ní alternative route tá a ti fi lẹ̀, a ti fi àwọn àjọ ẹ̀ṣọ́ ojú pópó a ti fi wọ́n sí àwọn junction ọ̀nà kọ̀ọ̀kan, wọ́n ra àwọn road safety ńbẹ̀, wọ́n rí àwọn àjọ tiwa náà tá à ń pè ní OTRAM, àwọn tó ń mójútó ìgbòkègbodò ọkọ̀, wọ́n mọ̀ rí wọn ńbẹ̀. Bákan náà wọ́n mọ̀ rí àwọn ẹ̀ka àtàwọn tó ń mójútó ìgbòkègbodò ọkọ̀ tó jẹ́ ti tàwọn ọlọ́pàá tá à ń pè ní yellow fever, gbogbo wọn ni wọ́n mọ̀ rí ńbẹ̀. Ọ̀nà tó bá fẹ́ dàrú mọ́ wọn lójú tí wọ́n bá ti béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn àjọ ẹlẹ́ṣọ́ ojú ọ̀nà, wọ́n ṣàlàyé fún wọn dáadáa. So pẹ̀lú ògo Ọlọ́run kò sí wàhálà.
Ẹ ṣeun onímọ̀ ẹ̀rọ. All right, well, we've been talking with Engineer Maruf Ojebode, a director in the Ministry of Works in Osun State, and it's been enlightening us, shedding more light on the reason behind the closure and diversion of some roads, especially in Osogbo. And it's just like he said we should have patience, that it's always good to have very good road, which the state government is doing through them. And it says by December we'll all start smiling again and working on a very lovely and wonderful road. Yeah, I saw those construction and I said this is first class construction when it comes to road construction in Osun State. I will wish you the best of luck during the time that you're constructing this road, and when it's been put to use, we'll call you once again and we'll talk about the roads itself.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Engineer Maruf Ojebode, once again for being part of today's edition of AM Cafe.
It's my pleasure.
All right, we are done with Engineer Maruf, and we'll be coming very soon again and talking about what. That is when we'll come back. I won't let the cat out of the bag now. Stay tuned for AM Cafe.